I've got to shut it off. I will.
Yeah, I gotta do that with mine.
Hi.
Oh, I already did it.
Hi. Hello?
Down in Concord, do they still make you pay $10 if your phone goes off during the session?
Timmy.
You know, I haven't heard that, but I've only heard a phone once or twice in the last 3+ years. It's not too common that happens.
Timmy, stop it.
3:30.
I just texted him, you all good.
You need, I'll delay, you gotta make a call? I'll just delay for Martha for a second.
Hello? Timmy?
We have a quick non-public once we start. Are you ready, Martha?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to call the meeting to order, do a roll call. Martha?
Here.
Sue?
Yeah.
And Smith is here. We have a non-public. It's going to be a quick one. Make a motion to go into non-public for session 1, RSA 91A3 2E. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Martha?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
And Smith is yes. A quick non-public.
3:30.
Okay. I make a motion to re-enter the public meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to seal the non-public minutes from session 1. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
3:38.
You got anything for the, up here?
No, 'cause I can do it downstairs. Just update what's going on with fuel and stuff.
So for the sake of time, for downstairs, we had a few things to do down there. So we have, this is the fireworks agreement. It's for July 4th, 2024, with a rain date of July 5th, 2024. It's by, JPI Pyrotechnics in the amount of $12,500. Deposit amount of $1,250. You want to be the agent for this?
Yes,
Sign
please.
it? Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve this and make Matt the agent to sign it.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
This is the same company that always does it, right?
No,
Oh, this is a different one?
It's a new
yeah.
one?
The old one can't do it anymore because the guy who did our area retired.
Yeah. I remember
So we
that.
put a email out to the other towns and cities to ask who to use and got a list, and Justin worked with some of those to find somebody. It was actually looking like we weren't gonna have fireworks anymore though.
Really?
So this is a blessing, yeah.
Wow.
This is, I'm not going to read the whole thing. We sent a letter to DRA asking, because Avatar asked to do a assessment review sooner to keep our numbers in line, and DRA authorized that. That's from Sam Green. He's the director of the Municipal and Property Division. That's what that letter's about. And then this was another letter from DRA. From Phil Bodwell. He accepted the final reval that was completed this year with Cross Country Appraisal Group. And let's see, they accepted the USPAP, the USPAP, which stands for Uniform Standards of Professional Appraisal Practice. So that's going to be closed out, which is good. We're going to talk about this downstairs, but did you guys get to familiarize yourself with the bill?
Somewhat, yeah.
So I'll talk about it now, and then downstairs I'll talk about it to the public. So this is a bill, it's House Bill 1254. Who reached out to you?
John Eastman, the town manager in Conway, called me.
Right, and what this will do is, and there's a floor amendment coming, but this will allow, it's HB 1254, an act relative to optional local public body safety assessment on certain room occupancies. So many towns absorb extraordinary costs because of tourism, whether it's hikers getting lost and they have to send fire rescue out, or extra police service because of bar fights or other things that bring tourists in. So this, it's enabling, meaning the town has to adopt it through the legislative body at town meeting, but what it would do is if the town adopts it, they will be able to impose a $2 per night surcharge on every rental room within that municipality. So that's every hotel, Airbnb, short-term rental. It'll be a revenue stream, and that revenue has to be specifically used to provide services that are relative to increased tourism and transient traffic. So it's very narrowly focused, and the legislative body has to approve it. And they're looking for a letter of support from us to support the bill, because it's going to Concord, and I'll be voting on it on Thursday. And they want to just be able to share that all these municipalities. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not opposed to it, because it's enabling. If the town wants to do it, let them do it. If they don't have to do it. So that's what it's about. So we'll talk about it again downstairs. But
So we'll make the decision that we can, if we choose to.
Right. So like we have the short-term rental policy or ordinance that's going to be voted on this year that the planning board put in. If that passes, and we start regulating them, and if this passes, we could adopt that and impose this extra fee to help administer the cost of the short-term rentals. So anyway, as long as you guys understand it fully, we'll talk about it again downstairs and make a motion. That's all I got for up here. You got anything else for up here?
No, that was it.
Thank you. TJ? No?
No, I can talk about it on there.
Yeah, all right. All right. Anything before I recess? Make a motion to recess to 4:15.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
3:43.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wait for Matt to come back down. He had to go grab something.
Last meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, it's 4:15. I'm going to reconvene the meeting. Everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and the flag is whichever way you want it to be. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You had your choice.
Yeah, you did. I'm going to open the meeting up to the first public input. Any public input?
Well, I just want to take this moment because I don't know what's going to happen, how much
Sure.
time we have, but to thank Martha for her service. I think this is your last meeting as a select person, correct?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
That was a good segue. I was going to save it for the end, but we were going to save this for the end. Just a little plaque for you.
Oh, hell.
since you burst the bubble.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, I gotta take.
You're an overachiever, everybody knows that.
So yeah, so this will be Martha's last meeting, we're not meeting next week, so we do have town meeting and Martha's years of service. So this is Martha Eldridge, thank you for your service, Ossipee Selectmen 2018-2024. I just want to say thank you, Martha. Let me give you a hug.
I got your blue glass, so it matches your stuff there. See ya. Audience, thank you.
I'll see you. I might come up and sit on that
That's
side.
right.
You know, I'm still up here.
That's right.
I got a chair for you right here.
All right, so before we get into regular town business, we have another great announcement on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. The Ossipee Board of Selectmen wants to name the 2023 Citizen of the Year, and that person is Edwina Boos.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm going to read, Matt's going to present you, hand out a report. I'll read
It's on
the,
page 3 or 4, something like that. I'll pass out the rest of it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Great.
really?
so this is what it says. It says, Edwina Drummond Boos has resided in the Ossipee Lake area for many years, both in Freedom and more recently in Ossipee. During her time here, she has made a name for herself as one of the most involved and influential people in the community. She has a long history of leadership relative to education and local humanitarian matters. In a professional career, Edwina is a renowned interior designer, decorator who has earned many accolades and awards. In recent years, Edwina formed the Friends of Constitution Park, an inclusive and effective nonprofit organization that has more energy and gets more done with less resources than most. The all-volunteer group started by cleaning up and rehabbing the walking trails, which are loved by families and individuals of all ages and ability groups. This includes new signage and an information kiosk and other marketing to spread the word about this resource. They then won a grant in partnership with AARP, Age Friendly Community Group, and installed a beautiful pavilion near the playground and athletic fields, which provides a desperately needed shelter from the hot summer sun and drizzly fall rain. It also provides a nice picnic area in time when the outdoor activities and community spirit are often lacking. Not stopping there, Edwina and crew fundraised and project managed an entirely new facet to the park, a disc golf course. Disc golf, like the use of the walking trails, is an activity that can be enjoyed by almost anyone regardless of financial means or athletic ability. Any outdoor adventure facility that keeps kids active and healthy, promotes family time, and at hardly any cost is a true blessing for a community such as ours. Edwina and her nonprofit have asked almost nothing from the town and therefore the taxpayers. They instead involve local officials in an inclusive and partner-oriented way and gain buy-in from the community. They fundraise and often use their own physical labor. They advocate for and focus on projects that benefit a very diverse set of the population. This is all built on the FCPO's core assets, Edwina's relentless energy, her heroic ability to gain buy-in and rally volunteerism, and her executive-level organizational skills. The town is excited to partner with Edwina and Friends of Constitution Park as it seeks to acquire grant funding to rehab the Deer Run Trail and boardwalk through our natural wetlands, connecting Constitution Park to Ossipee Lake. The effort and effectiveness of Edwina's fundraising is tremendous, as is her quest for grants as she tackles the huge challenge. In addition to her staunch civic group commitments, Edwina and her husband Bob are often in attendance at important board meetings within the town government. Their involvement and leadership is much appreciated. We are happy to name Edwina Boos the Ossipee Citizen of the Year. So thank you. You are revitalizing an important asset and a hidden gem in our town, and we just want to thank you on behalf of the citizens of Ossipee.
Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed.
You were surprised, I hope.
I had to create a ruse. I'm sorry. Thank you for forgiveness.
Had to tell a little white fly to get here.
Yeah, and it worked.
It did.
Because you stumped me when I was talking to you. Matt did a good job.
I'm not naturally a good liar.
Yeah,
so.
You did it. You were good. Okay.
So Sue here has to present the dedication of the town report.
This is a dedication of this year's town report to E. Morton Levitt. Morton was raised in Ossipee and was a local star athlete and standout student before becoming a highly successful entrepreneur and developer. In 1970, Morton purchased what was known as Bradford's Cove, along with the adjoining back land, and developed what is now known as the Bluffs on Ossipee Lake. After turning the operations over to the Bluffs Association, Morton purchased Tamworth Oil Company and served the community until 1983. From there, he did lots of investing and enjoyed winters with his wife in Florida. Morton then purchased a large parcel of land on Route 16 in West Ossipee and developed a driving range with a mini golf course named Valley Golf, and enjoyed that for several years until he sold it. Morton's political achievements included serving the town of Ossipee as a selectman for 6 years, establishing the first full-time Ossipee Police Department, and serving as a county commissioner for 4 years. He is remembered as a well-respected and well-liked leader. He was a gentleman who always had a smile and asked, "How are you today?" with a handshake. Morton rejoins the love of his life, Mary Ann Bellerose, to whom he was married to from May 8, 1963 to May 28, 2023, when she passed away. He leaves extensive family behind, many in the Ossipee area. The Ossipee Board of Selectmen.
Okay, I'm going to move on to normal business. Martha, you got your red folder documents ready?
Okay, I have the Town of Ossipee check voucher totals for week ending March 2nd. Total payroll was $47,461.78. General fund accounts payable was $78,869.99. Water department spent $20 and the sewer $295. Total fund payments was $126,646.77. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the Selectmen's work session and regular Selectmen's meeting held on February 5th. Make a motion to approve these minutes.
Is that the right date, February 5th? Okay.
I was at that one.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
I also had the Selectmen's work session and Selectmen's meeting for Monday, February 12th. Make a motion to approve these.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sue was absent. I was absent then. Okay, that's all I have.
I have a letter of resolution regarding a town-owned property at 505 New Hampshire Route 25 East. We, the undersigned selectmen of the town of Ossipee, NH, do hereby declare the intention to continue to hold and use for the continuance of outdoor recreation purposes the area known as Constitution Park. Whereas the development of this property in the 1980s was grant funded and also subject to the continuation of ownership and use. This board would hold the same to be continued henceforth.
Good.
I make a motion we approve this letter of resolution.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I I have a warrant for map 92, lot 100, 88 Main Street, in the amount of $9,686.81. The reason, per district court case 464-2023-CV-00071, regarding the removal of a ruined building. I make a motion, we approve this warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. DJ, you want to
Yep.
talk about what are you going to, fuel thing you want to
Yep.
talk about? Okay, go ahead.
So the smart fill system was installed today. They got here around 7:30. Had it all installed about 2 o'clock. We had some of the public works guys fill up some of the trucks down back, and it's extremely accurate. It takes about 3 minutes after they fill up, it goes to my computer. Or actually, it doesn't go to a computer, it goes to a cloud. You can look at it anywhere you want on a phone. It shows the time, the exact amount, how many gallons it was, who did it, what truck it was, how many miles are on the vehicle. Tomorrow, the police department, the other fire department is going to come, and we're going to kind of go over it. It's very simple to use. I would have to say it's probably a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. It's just punching some numbers, and it's got a safety feature, so if someone leaves a pump in the vehicle, when they take off, in 30 seconds it shuts off, so we won't have any of those spills anymore. I think it's a big benefit to the town. It's going to be a lot better. I'll be able to print out every quarter for Andrea, each individual department, so she can see what they used, gas, diesel, separate, and I think it'll be a lot better. The other thing is the chief got his new sign. If you go by the police department, it looks a lot better. He threw out some ideas. He wanted the badge. It's on his side arm, and it looks really good. It's all printed out with a water jet. It's the same shape. The roads are posted. We did post them for today. They're effective today. We've got some rain coming and stuff, and I just don't think if we wait much longer, we might have a road that's damaged. Fogsridge Road already had a little bit of damage, so we won't wait as long as we could, but they're posted today. So.
Okay, Matt, you got anything?
Nothing else other than you're gonna do the House bill, right?
Yeah. So the next thing on the agenda was House Bill 1254. Matt was reached, you want to just give the background?
So John Eastman, the town manager in Conway, called. There's a big push for any touristy areas to get this bill passed that will allow the town to get a little bit of revenue for short-term rentals, including hotel rooms. And it would be a small amount in the towns, or if this passes at the state level, towns or municipalities, cities would have to adopt the local ordinance or the local opting into it, but it would allow the town, if this passes at the state level, the option to go after a little bit of tax revenue for all this extra costs we might have by having.
Right, so it's enabling legislation, meaning that the legislative body would have to adopt it at town meeting. So if people don't want it, they obviously don't adopt it. Right now, the amount is open-ended in the bill. There's going to be a floor amendment, I've been told, that's going to limit it to $2 per night per hotel room or short-term rental. Conway gets bombarded with so many extra costs because of the tourism they have there. It's killing their budget. So their representatives are trying to get this bill passed. They're looking for the board to support it. I support it as a representative with the floor amendment because there's a limit. Because right now, it's open-ended. It can be whatever they say. But the money has to be only allocated for, I'm just going to find it where it says, the cost of municipal services associated with an increase in tourism and transient traffic. So it's just not, you can't use it for the general fund, you can't use it to offset other taxes. It has to be specifically spent for those rising costs of the tourist industry. So, any questions on this before I make a motion from the public? No? So I'll make a motion to, Matt, they want a letter?
I can email John Eastman tonight or tomorrow and say that it's okay to use the town's logo on the flyer that they're putting
Okay,
together.
so I'll make a motion for them to use the town logo in support of House Bill 1254, again, with that amendment, floor amendment. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And we're gonna have a short-term rental ordinance on the ballot on Tuesday, and if that passes, and if this became law, the town can adopt this in the future, if they so choose. Alrighty, I'm gonna go on to the second public input. Anything? Nothing? Okay. Dallas just walked in.
I didn't realize it was a selectmen's meeting tonight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I expected there to be one last week.
Yeah, last week we didn't have one.
I know.
There's no agenda posted.
Just one thing.
Sure.
Right, Frank Burke. I brought up the Ossipee Mountain Road before. It's really horrendous now. I mean, really bad. Some of the road was filled in from where the tar ends up past 255. All the holes were put in, filled in, and then there's a culvert a couple of culverts going across there where there's a big dip. It's dangerous. All right, those were all filled in, but they never went up farther. Like, I have it here. 280,
TJ, you want to address
289.
It's springtime in New Hampshire.
Well, I understand, but this is, I'm talking like the last time I brought it up.
Right.
I brought the selectmen and the town administrator up the road.
I can't hear you.
I brought one of the selectmen and the town administrator up the road the day after you came here.
Right.
And they can speak on what they see.
So
up the road 30.
289 is horrendous. Right, and up by 330, 355, there's culverts going underneath the road. It's all big dips.
You can't grade the roads this time of year, Frank. They're mud.
I didn't say grade it. How about just throwing some dirt in it a little bit? Because if you drive up there right now, you're doing this the whole time, like this. And
so I drove the road with TJ
yeah.
and the town administrator. When you came to the meeting 2-3 weeks ago, I lose track of time.
Yeah.
And then the next following meeting, I spoke about it, and the roads at that time were not bad. There was some potholes, the dirt road, that's expected this time.
Well, 289's real. I mean, it was bad then, because you can't drive past it at, the mailbox at 289. I mean, you're dodging completely all over the road.
Okay.
I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. Plus, there's kids up that wait for the buses up in there. If you throw a little dirt in, hey, beautiful.
Okay, thanks, Frank.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, thanks, Frank.
All right, you're welcome.
Anything else? One last public input before I close? No? All right. Meet the candidates tonight at 6:30 here. As you can see, we're set up. A little different layout right now, so come and ask your questions to those who are running. Again, no meeting next week. Election is next Tuesday, March 12th from 10 a.m. to 7, and then town meeting will be Wednesday, March 13th at 7 p.m. right here.
March 13th? That's the next selectmen's meeting?
No, that's town meeting.
Town meeting. When's the next selectmen's
It'll
meeting?
be the following Monday.
What's that? The 18th? Okay, good. Thank you. I gotta write that down. Yeah.
Oh, why did it says 7 on here? Normally it's 6. It is 6:30. Okay, 6:30.
Well, it says 6.
Yeah, this is 7 on here, so 6:30.
6:30 at the town meeting?
Yes, town meeting. There's a typo on the agenda. Okay, being nothing further, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
4:36.
So
I don't know why, but you got 7, and that's what I